The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents,
Of all you like, sir.
ointments,
It's all
poultices.
fresh.
Calmatives,
Picked this
curatives,
very morning.
restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives. Unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
It's good to see you, Cid. What have we learned? The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way. Kupka's private guard. It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall. You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Cid was. Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Cid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
It's him, the outlaw.
Cid's here.
Come on! Go! Summon the
others? The bearers?
Safe.
Ah, okay. That's interesting. 5 years later, and he's posing as Cid, so that way everyone still has hope. Power of Thunder. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Ramuh's essence. Tuning with Ramuh not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Thunderstorm, which rains 11 bolts down on all nearby enemies, knocking them back. Ramuh's feat. Blind Justice can be used to launch a barrage of ball lightning at up to 9 targets determined by locking onto them. Lightning will temporarily remain affixed to a target and can be ignited by striking it.
Dies here!
Oh, come on, I want to use it. So what happens when I want to get this right. I don't know how I feel about the Blind Justice.
The outlaw's in here! Bring me his head!
Titan sensitive guards.
That I like as an area damage. That's good just for one enemy. Yeah, I like to charge and move. I don't know how I feel about Ramuh. I like it, I don't. This move's alright, but I love this area clearing.
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten! They brought a pet. You'll pay for what you've done, Cid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
What kind of beast is it? Republican War Panther? Huh. He's got a lot of abilities I can use. Now I've got 3 to go between rather than just 2. That's good. So that may make combat actually a little bit quicker. Nice. Just a barrage of pain.
Farewell.
Man, I don't even know if that took a minute for that fight. Probably around a minute. Crazy. Part of the icon Ramuh, made manifest, shard of crystal, tingles palm, heard to emit a soft hum.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Cid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go.
Ah. The hideaway. But wasn't it destroyed, I thought? That's the only place we can go. Okay. Let's go there. Cid the Outlaw. That's cool that we're honoring him though.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Cid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds. Home, sweet home.
Home sweet home. So wait, it really was a ship?
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Like a flying ship? Is that what I'm seeing here? That's crazy. Yep, got all these now. Check the abilities. Ramu channeled. So, what do we got? Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck, chains lightning to other and then nearby enemies. Okay. That might be good. Judgment Bolt. Sown from the heavens, mighty 11 bolt that deals massive damage to a single target. Let's at least unlock this. So I got it. Do I have any better gear? No. Alright. Let's go check the hideaway then.
Welcome back, Cid. Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Almost done.
The training pit.
Again! I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Changing the music and everything. I hope we can learn how they got this thing.
Staying on this time?
Or if this thing did get airborne, I should say. Oh dang, this is massive compared to the before. Pier, boarding dock, mess, infirmary, bunks, map room, haven and atrium, Clive's chambers, the main deck, with the shops, shelves, backyard. This is cool. I'm sure there'll probably be some side quests too. Since it's been 5 years.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
What's up with this? You wondering what this new board is behind me, aren't you? All in good time, my earliest friend, all in good time. Wait, is that a beast hunting? I think it might be. Who's this? Vivian.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor, a nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Here for another of my lectures?
View the state of
What
the
is
realm.
it that you wish to learn?
By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current going-ons in Valisthea. Visit any of the Nine Tails' past lessons or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. Oh.
Here you are.
Here you can view a detailed overview of the current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario, cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventures. Grand Duchy, Rosalith. They're heading that way to conduct the rite of ancestral communion. Basic, destruction. Iron Crusade. Reinforcements, Iron Kingdom. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. So that's back then. Night of the Flames. Where Sambrek had invaded. Seized by Sambrek. Death and the Defile. Interesting. Clive destroys the heart of Drake's head, but comes at the cost of Cid's life, very nearly their own, after they are set upon by a bizarre, otherworldly being, only to be saved at the last moment by Clive's younger brother, Joshua. That's cool that he's actually alive. Alive after all these years. The Empire's new dominion. Clouds over storms.
Here's the latest information I have.
Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships with Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. through pivotal points. This is neat. Deceased, former Duchess, mysterious stranger. Doesn't say that he died though, weirdly enough. Death in the Defile. Those two are lovers. Shiva's dominant. Prime Minister, Chief Strategist, Lord Commander, Queen of Waylode. Waylode, I should say. He's dead. Still nothing on Rodney Murdoch, though. That's intriguing. I wonder if he could be alive still then. Odin's dominant. Isn't the Lord Commander, they're supposed to be enemies? They fought... Oh no, Bahamut's dominant. Okay, I see. Salvation at Kingsfall. Duchy despoiled. He is dead. This is really cool if you really want to stay in depth and learning everything. Dead attendant to Margrace. Servant of the man who goes by the name Lord Margrace, together to travel. But whatever happened to her then? That's Cid's dead. Dominant of the Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne, Joshua was thought to have died at the hands of the second icon of fire during the disaster of Phoenix Gate. However, he is very much alive, traveling the realm even now, his true identity hidden by a heavy cowl and an assumed name, that of Lord Margrace. Leader of the Hideaway, Dominant of Ramu, Warden of Thunder, planned to create a world where bears and dominants would die on their own terms, meant destroying the Mother Crystals. An act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. It was during their mission to fell Drake's head in 873 that Sidolphus Telemann lost his life to a beast from the beyond, passing the title Cid the Outlaw on to his protege, Clive. Mysterious being, Ultima. Otherworldly being that Clive encountered in the inner sanctum of Drake's head. He addressed Clive as Mythos, before attempting to merge their consciousnesses. However, Clive was able to summon the will to resist the creature before Joshua returned from the dead to imprison it in a cage of flame that he sealed away in his own heart. Interesting. Yeah, she had died, which sucks. Cid the Second. So he is enraged to us. An Imperial Bearer turned ally of Cid the Outlaw. In truth, however, he has something much more. Not only the firstborn of the Archduke of Rosaria, but also the dominant of Ifrit, with the ability to absorb the powers of other icons. In the 5 years since the fall of Drake's head and the death of his mentor, he and Jill have strived to continue Cid's legacy, the light of Ramu, forever in his heart. After Cid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Hugo Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming the second Cid the Outlaw. And leader of the re-established resistance, together with the other survivors and their new recruits, he continues Cid's mission to emancipate bears and rid the realm of Mother Crystals. Domina Shiva, Clive's childhood friend, spirited her away from the battlefield where she was being forced to fight for the Iron Blood. Jill was placed in the care of the Hideaway's talented Okay, that's just recapping that. 5 years have now passed since the fall of Drake's head, and she and Clive continue Cid's mission. Okay. Trusted confidant of Clive, leader of the new Hideaway. Together, they continue Cid's mission. Permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian Parliament and Dominant of Titan. He has little love for his country, taking advantage of his position to benefit himself and himself alone. After learning that Cid the Outlaw, the man who slew the love of his life, Benedicta Herman, still lives, he tasks his personal guard with capturing and torturing bearers in order to draw out his nemesis and take his revenge. Interesting.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Very interesting. At least they give you a way, if you want to learn in depth about various relations and events and people, that you can go to things like that and actually learn and see, visually see.
Everyone seems so happy to see us.
Ah, the bard, of course. Oh, Tomes actually has a proper place now.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates, see if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
And while we're here...
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive? Look around you.
Look around you while it is a far cry from the Imperial Library in Oriflamme. In 5 short years, we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, that they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge. Still, there is much more out there, and as long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can. Why, one day a chronicle of your own adventures might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor. past 5 years.
It has been difficult, certainly.
It has been difficult, certainly. When Titan visited his wrath upon us on that dreadful night, we lost much. He robbed us not only of our home and our loved ones, but of that which Cid fought fiercest to preserve, our hope. Hope that we might never have found again, had you not taken his name and become our light in the darkness.
Had you not led us here.
Had you not led us here, to Benumir and the Invincible, where, among the ghosts of the fallen, our journey can continue. Here in the belly of a Leviathan, untouched by the passing of 1,000 years, does our hope burn brighter than ever. And here may it burn for 1,000 more. Tet and Crow.
I still remember.
I still remember the day I first met Tet and Crow, chasing their father about the hideaway one moment, clinging to their mother's kirtle the next. The twins' love for their parents was something to behold, so fierce and pure. When they passed, I feared the void they left in the children's lives could never be filled. Neither spoke nor smiled for years, hiding themselves away here in the shells to bury their sorrows in the leaves of these tombs.
And thank goodness they did.
Thank goodness they did, for I believe the stories proved a welcome distraction, as over time their pain faded and now they laugh and frolic as they once did, if not with more vigor. They remind us that no matter how deep our wounds, we all have the capacity to heal, and that happiness lost may be found again.
I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Yep, tales about adventures, updates to tomes. Not even enough to go
If you have
level
a question
4.
for me,
Really?
I should be happy to answer it.
A scholar and strategist who makes her home in the hideaway, analyzing every shred of information that comes in from the wider world in order to divine the dispositions of the realm's armies and those who lead them. She offers her insight to Clive that he might better understand the lay of the land. The moniker Ninetales, of which she herself is fond, was gifted her by her fellow scholars in the recognition of her ability to speak at length on almost any subject. Okay. I just want to check one thing. I thought it would be in the mysteries. Leader of the faction believed responsible for the shattering of Drake's head in 873, with a single act of infamy, Cid's name quickly spread to the four corners of Valisthea and beyond. The name by which Ultima addresses Clive, it appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power that he means to make the younger Lord Marquess. But to what end he requires such a thing, only Ultima knows. Vessel, a name that the being known as Ultima gives to Clive, it appears to be synonymous with mythos. Okay. Who is Typhon? Seemingly drawn to the destruction of the heart of Drake's head, Ultima emerged from a tear in reality wearing the skin of Typhon, a withered and wizened colossus, and drew Clive into a space between worlds wherein the ethereal entity might test his worth as a vessel. Huh, I want to see the...
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
I want to see the people who were actually affected and transformed by the Aether, but I guess not.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Otto stole us. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Oh, you know, I didn't realize that he doesn't have the scar anymore. I mean, the, shoot, what's it called? The, bearer mark.
Oh, sadly not.
I don't know. Perhaps I should just have Blackthorn make me a new one.
And what can I do for you?
Well, you won't hear me complaining.
You won't hear me complaining. It's even roomier than the old one was. Got my own stores, my own little counter. Thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for
The
me
only
wares.
drawback.
The only drawback's the constant blade racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, it's Blackthorn and Bardolph banging away day and night. Still, if a pain in the ear hole's the price I have to pay to be Cid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I've got myself a bargain. Has it really been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
I remember it like it was yesterday. We were all waiting to treat Cid to a hero's welcome when Kupka's lot turned up. Not that we knew it was them. They just poured in like a plague of rats, cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Cid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that come what may, Cid will save us.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Interesting. It's only 20,000,
You'll not
sure.
find a better price than that.
I didn't realize I had so little. Well, while we're here, see if we can recoup a little money here.
I reckon I can find a buyer.
Because I don't really use these.
You got out else?
So I'd be fine sitting around like 200 or 300 of
I can
each.
find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much.
Black blood. Excellent.
You got out else? Is that all?
And it should be good. Hey, he's alive.
You're back. You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Oh, perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
He tried. He tried.
What do you need? Things here ain't too bad.
Things here ain't too bad, I suppose. I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and an apprentice that knows his hammer from his cock. Alright. Oh, and the furnace is alright and all. Thanks to old Cid's bellows, the gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out here on the mere without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. No, I reckon you won't find a forge like this one anywhere else in the Twins. I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, you give us a shout.
You've forgotten already? Because I haven't.
It was a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together. Still, that don't mean I intend on doing it again. Fair enough.
What do you want?
From heaven on high, far did this bolt fall for to deliver justice.
It'd last you a good while.
Excellent. This is still just crafting. I still can't reinforce those awesome blades. Instead, just the weaker ones, which I'm in no hurry for. Off limits? That means you. Alright, before we go read the letter, let's check the stone. Stage replay. Drake's head. Costness. Okay. That's just training. Right.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new shipment's just arrived.
Let's enter Clive's chambers. pretty big. What's in here? I went over, Luke. So cool. Wall of memories. The oath, created the day Clive pledges allegiance to Cid. This crystal shard, transfixed with twin daggers, is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and legacy inherited. That is the only thing we got so far.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Nice room. Reading table. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check the reading desk upon return to the hideaway. The Republic's play. Ooh, he's got a scar in his right eye. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twin Side, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. Gav.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Cid.
and so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
The Gathering Storm.
What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
Yes, we do. Still surprised we can't upgrade and get more potions, or be able to carry more potions, I mean. Yeah, based on where time is, I should probably just end it here. Because I'm not gonna be you know what? Let's talk with Otto first.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Alright, new quest available nearby. Cock and Ball. Any other side quests? Just one. I'm gonna go ahead and do that one side quest, and hopefully it's not that long. And then I'll probably call it for this recording. Though I'm hoping to have time later today that I'll be able to record some more, because I'd love to get back into the flow of this and try to play a bit of it each week instead of like last minute.
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, That slurry'll keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Slay throwing thistles at Curtail Falls. Do I have access to there? Oh, it's there. Okay. But yeah, I wonder what that star icon does then. Yes, I can fall off. Good. Make traveling a little bit quicker to there.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
Ah, they have level up as well. Level 24. A little stronger. Not too strong that I can't take them out.
It's over. Farewell.
Enemy slain. Pitcher wax.
I can't imagine Obolus needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Yeah, let's just head back to the hideaway. That was quick and easy. Good. I was worried it'd be something that would take a bit of time. Nope, instead we just go to one location and get the wax and bring it back to him.
Finish with that. Welcome back, Cid.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh! Reeks like a chocobo's arse. Well, I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Huh, excellent. So his father was a ferryman too. Yeah, what is that green? Badger might increase attack by 12. Does my current one get my attack up by 12? No, it does not. Excellent. Now, curiosity then, where can I see those green stars and how much I got? Is there really any way? Doesn't look like it. She's got a mark above her that she's got something new. So maybe I do something with Miss Ninetails? I mean, worth a shot. Otherwise, worst case scenario, we'll find out later.
Ah, my favorite pupil. What is it that you wish to learn? Once more? Very well. Thus ends today's lesson. And how may
we'll talk
I
with her at
assist
least.
you today?
Ask about her.
One would think.
One would think my role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, however, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in orders that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetails as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice.
I admit
when I took up my professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canberra, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Cid the Outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life, and we both know how that ended. Has it been a year already? Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is want to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remained hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having come to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease of life, as personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no
a
less.
far more reputable fellowship.
Far more reputable fellowship than anything in the academic world, I assure you. About the Crystalline
My
Dominion.
beloved homeland.
My beloved homeland, the crossroads of Philistia, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now remain untouched by the blight. It is a blessed country indeed.
Or at least it was.
Or at least it was, until Sambrak elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon twin sides heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I loved so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that Emperor Sylvester had designs on their dominion, but to abandon Oriflame, the seat of the Holy Empire, since its inception seemed too audacious a move even for him.
Going so soon?
Okay. When they talk about purifying in the atrium, can I learn anything about that right now? Which is up there. Wait, who are you? Ask the hopeless romantic.
Shirley says I can't go and play until I finish my sums.
Tutor. Okay. Yeah, I'd say we'll call it here. Glad I was able to play through some more story. Sucks that we lost Cid, but it is also good that we also have new icon abilities now. So we'll see how that goes. See how I mix and match these abilities. Except if I want certain ones, well, I gotta make sure to upgrade them so I can actually bring them to another icon. that may be a worthwhile skill to actually master. Maybe. That one might be too. Maybe. We'll see how useful it is. But anyways, with that, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. See you in the next one. And have a great day.